downs that have been a challenge. This is the first manageable third down Mississippi State has had in this game.
Look at all this movement pre-snap.
Georgia had they called timeout. They tried to substitute really late. Gabe Harris.
Timeout, Georgia. They're first of the half.
I'm over here counting. I thought they were down a defender.
late.
Gabe Harris came out late, and he was actually substituting onto the field for Ingram Dawkins. Not very good execution there from a personnel standpoint.
As a reminder, coming up next, Kentucky host Vanderbilt. And it's also available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. SEC Saturday night, presented by T-Mobile. Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt are leading the life after the win against Alabama and carrying the goalpost into the Cumberland River. How about the closing speed from Alyssa Lang to grab Pavia after the game last week?
Right. She's been working on her tackling. In fact, that might have been one of the better ones that we've seen on the season.
I think he's still running away from me, actually.
I used to want to race you, not anymore.
I have bruises on my body from getting that post-game interview.
Alyssa's listening to Sanford Stadium on a 3rd and 3. Van Buren throws another slant, and it's wide. He's looking for Coleman again.
The big challenge, we talked about it. This is not a full strength offensive front for Mississippi State. They're obviously very cognizant of that. Ball's coming out very, very quickly. They don't want to allow that pass rush to get home. So far, the Georgia defense has proven to be stout, forcing Mississippi State backwards.
7 total yards and 3 possessions for Mississippi State. Best play so far has been a Barmira punt. This is another terrific one. As Anthony Evans breaks tackles, but then gets depleted at the 19-yard line. He's tackled by Burnside. It is as good as it looks here today.
BK Royal Crispy Wraps. Eat it with the meal or have it as a snack. Only $2.99. It's a hunger hack and it fits in one hand. At BK, have it your way.
Target Circle Week is here, folks. Get ready for 7 days of big deals. 40% off.
Oh, he is cleaning up the savings.
30% off? Yes, please.
Well, there you have it. 7 days of big deals.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
You're feeling comforted. Very comforted. Uh-oh, that's too much. Too much comfort. Poppable M&M's Peanut Butter Minis.
Construyo mi propio camino. Mi troca es una extensión de mi ser. Mi cultura, mis raíces, me impulsan a un innegable llamado a alcanzar más.
Nuestro llamado es construir camionetas para que cuando oigas el llamado, nada pueda detenerte.
Ahora durante Ram Power Days, obtén 4,000 de descuento en la compra de muchas camionetas Ram 1500 2025.
It was very important for me to have a therapist who could understand relationships, traumas, the LGBTQ community, and someone who was also a person of color.
I tend to deal with things in life with a sense of humor. My therapist on BetterHelp and we share this trait, and so we connect on a deeper level, and I'm more comfortable sharing things with him.
I am just so much more like in tune with myself, being able to talk to my therapist.
When I wake up in the morning light, I pull
the ride of life.
Three to three, midway through the first quarter. Georgia has the football. Carson Beck is 17-2 as a starter, 13-1 last year. One of the most accurate quarterbacks in SEC history. In fact, he's third all time, 69.8% completion rate. First team preseason All-American. And Beck wants to throw here on the first play of this drive. Down the field has a receiver, incomplete. Hit off the numbers of Ben Yurosek. And Yurosek looked like at the end their finger got in there, Stinch.
Corey Ellington able to get his hands up, almost picks that football. Put a little bit more air on it, either that or get it out there quicker. Instead, a little flat, and Ellington missed a chance for a takeaway.
Yurosek was streaking down there, but Beck couldn't hit him. So now on second down to the ground they go, and it's Etienne. Not much, gets a few there to be third down, but a flag's going to come in.
It'll be a face mask, it looks like, on that attempted tackle on Etienne. He was definitely had the attention of the Mississippi State defensive coaching staff.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic, first down.
As Ellington coming up, run support, nearly had the pick, then gifts a first down and a half's worth of yardage with the face mask penalty. And talking with Coleman Hutzler, the defensive coordinator for Mississippi State, he was like, man, this #1 for Georgia, he's special. He was a guy that for sure had his attention to get that ground game going with him.
I think that the Florida coach, Billy Napier, made it clear to us how special he was last week and how much he missed him. And there's the new defensive coordinator, Mr. Hutzler. Quick throw to the sideline to Evans, and Evans gets a few out to the 45-yard line. We were talking about Carson Beck as Coleman Hutzler tries to stop him today. Beck isn't the most vocal guy you'll ever hear at the quarterback spot. Certainly Kirby Smart is vocal as the head coach. But Carson was saying to us yesterday that, you know, when the coaches are always yelling instructions to you, I want to try to instill confidence in my teammates. Very good at that in small groups, the coaches say. Look at all this time. He has the throw, and he finds a wide open Arian Smith sitting between defenders inside the 30.
Well, Beck has had the time to deliver this time, just enough to extend this pocket for Arian Smith to kind of sift behind the zone coverage and sit down, show his quarterback his hands and numbers, and give him a target. Beck able to find him downfield.
Smith only had 20 catches in 4 years. Stench, he has 20 this year now for Georgia. It's Nate Frazier, and he gets down to the 26, Alyssa.
Just talking about Carson Beck and the way he instills positivity in his teammates. You get tough coaching here at Georgia, but there's also a lot of outside noise. So he's very focused on making sure his wide receivers are hearing that positivity. We asked him yesterday, who's that voice for you? You're the quarterback. You get the most noise of all. He said, I guess it's myself. Over the years I've been at Georgia, I've learned how to deal with a lot of things. At the end of the day, you're the most important voice in your head. That mental health and mental side of things for Carson is an area that he's really worked on over the years.
Came across just so level-headed to me yesterday speaking with him. Fakes to Etienne, wants to throw down the seam to the end zone. Incomplete. Smith had a chance. Rilo Lanier was running with Smith down there.
Yeah, Smith, these are the type catches that he just hasn't been able to corral this year. It's reminiscent of the drop that you saw versus Alabama. And if he has to extend, he's had a great deal of difficulty coming up with these downfield throws. That throw was there, just was unable to get control of that football.
3rd and 7 now. First down throw inside the 10, 1st and goal to London Humphreys. Cash Jones with a big block in the backfield.
Cash Jones is in there because of his pass protection ability. And London Humphreys, who they just got back to Georgia's offense last week versus Auburn, and offensive coordinator and play caller Mike Bobo, he talked about he's one of the guys that they have trust in. He couldn't have shown up at a better time at receiver.
This is where Coach Bobo's play calling has been terrific. 15 touchdowns in 21 red zone trips. Robinson, touchdown, Georgia. Plays 81 yards, 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yeah, this was a well-blocked play near the goal line. Great job climbing up to the second level. There's one guy to beat, Robinson, who's run the ball better already in this game than he has all season, but he has been excellent in short yardage and goal line runs. This time able to find his way in the end zone again.
I know the way you watch the game, watching those guys up front. No Tate Ratledge, no Jared Wilson. What'd you think there?
I thought that was about as well as you could block it. Great job. The challenge that you've seen, when you've got new guys in there, new faces and new places, then guys have to learn how to work with one another up front. I think the coaches will be pleased with how they executed on that run play down in the short, low red zone area. Kirby Smart, who's been very animated on the sideline, even early in this one, had to be pleased with that drive that his offense able to put together.
Has to be pleased with the crowd so far, too. All the noise that they've created. UGA sideline reporter DJ Shockley talked to him after the game last week, and Coach Smart was not pleased with everyone leaving early against Auburn.
I'm a little disappointed, and I'm probably disappointed in our fans for the first time that I thought there was, you know, a lack of really affecting the game, crowd noise-wise, passion and energy. And
we're a team, we're a unit, and I think it's okay to say how you feel and try to pull the family together and pull in the right direction.
There's no question that it is okay to do that, because everybody has an impact on your team's performance, and the guy he worked for forever in Tuscaloosa used to say that all the time too, and Nick Saban.
It's an easy thing. It kind of creeps up on you in a fan base. The expectations can get a little too hyped.
A little razzle-dazzle, and it's Coleman who had trouble corralling the ball on the reverse, and he only gets a few. Chaz Chambliss on the tackle after one.
That's a heck of a play by Chaz Chambliss. He's somewhat of a underappreciated, unheralded defender for Georgia. Stout versus the run, stayed at home, defeated a block, and then able to get a fast mover in space on the ground.
Van Buren pumps now, throw one-on-one ball over the head of his intended target, Coleman. Dan Jackson was stride for stride with the receiver.
It's been a challenge. We have not seen Mississippi State try to put the ball in the air much, certainly not on a second down or earlier downs. It's been these third and longs that have been a true challenge, the obvious passing downs.
Van Buren's just 1 for 5. His team is 0 for 3 on third down.
illegal snap. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Well, Taylor, you talked about it. You know, the crowd, they answered the challenge. It's been loud on third downs. And you can see a snap just late coming up from Ethan Miner. It's like he wanted to snap it, was a little bit more hesitant. A tough third down made even more difficult now, moving backwards with that procedure penalty. Michael Williams is on the field right here versus a true freshman.
Flags are down. Van Buren is up past the 25 where Jalen Walker tackles him.
Illegal formation. Offense, number 51 was lined up in the backfield. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
So it's 3rd and 10 plus. You're a true freshman. You're playing because the starter got the flu. And you got Michael Williams. So here he is right here, your edge blocker and Luke Work. And he's so far off the ball. He's trying to get that head start. When it's loud, you don't hear the clap. So the defense, they typically move before you can. Big Luke was like, I'm going to get a head start just in my alignment.
Like a 2-yard head start.
Yeah.
Evans with the fair catch on a 41-yard punt. So Georgia now up 10-3 with the football after a solid drive by Carson Beck that led to a touchdown last time out. Georgia ranked 5th in the country, hosting Mississippi State this week. Mike Bobo, 50-year-old former quarterback for Georgia, on the staff for 14 years in the Mark Richt era. Then went to Colorado State as the head coach, offense coordinator at Auburn, South Carolina. Has been back for Kirby Smart on his staff for 3 years now. There's a quick pass to Etienne, and Trevor again fighting for extra yardage. The one thing that Mike said to you yesterday was we must be more consistent up front. What have you seen so far?
Yeah, with the fundamentals, you know, to clean up the small things, how you step, where your hat placement. That time they just moved the line of scrimmage to the perimeter and asked the receivers to block for Etienne.
Same play, basically. And Etienne gets loose for a first down this time.
Exactly right. You get that first play, I think there's maybe some more yards left on the field. If you block it more cleanly, they went right back to it. It's the same. Mike Bobo talked about how Carson Beck is elite, getting that ball out of his hands quickly, accurate throw. It's just an extended handoff. Move that line of scrimmage and let your big bodies block the DBs. He's got his son out there throwing the first pass of every snap, and Drew Bobo at center.
Frazier's in. Good hit on Beck, and Lucky almost was able to make the catch. Brandon Jennings was back there in Beck's kitchen.
That's a couple of times now for Brandon Jennings. That time, just get lost in the protection. It's a full slide protection. That means all the offensive line is working to the left, and Jennings just got kind of lost in the wash. Did not get picked up and got a free run. That ball kind of hung up in the air on Beck as he got hit as he threw.
It could be the last play of the quarter. It's the 23rd offensive play that Georgia's run so far. It's another one of those quick little passes that goes to Dominic Lovett. And it'll be 3rd down for UGA when we start the second quarter. Georgia's up 10-3 on Mississippi State at home in Athens, between the hedges.
What happens when you believe? When you believe that you can make a difference, that you can do more, be more, create, explore, that you can find yourself, Find your place. Change a life. Change the world. That's the power of belief. That's the power of Mississippi State University.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
NyQuil Vapor Cool?
It's NyQuil plus a rush of Vicks Vapors.
NyQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Chevy Equinox EV gives you the range you need up to 319 miles and the tech you want with best-in-class touchscreen. A vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. Personally, I get into the sweetness of the honey. That's what hits first. Then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet, and then you also have the spice of the jalapeno peppers. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning in my mind.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day. He scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, Kyle?
It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck.
Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Cuz holding it up like a...
Spending.